What's up, Teach Better family? It's Jeff, and I've got Katie with me today. It's 5 o'clock, and it's Wednesday, so this is your Teach Better Brain Break, the last one of 2021.
It's crazy.
It's December 29th. It's almost the end.
Almost. We're almost there.
Almost the end of this year. And unfortunately, I think 22 is going to be about the same. So we'll see how that goes. But we're going to try and wrap it up with a bang here tonight on Brain Break. So if you're in live with us, jump in the comments. Let us know where you're at. What are you taking a break from? Do you have a drink in your hand? Do you have a snack in your hand? Are you getting ready for New Year's? Are you still crazy on vacation? Are you already worrying about going back to school next week? Like, where are you at? Let us know in the comments. I want to know where everybody's at. We'll be back in about a minute. All right, we are back. It is Wednesday. It's Brain Break, the last one of the year.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know whether I'm excited or sad by that.
I mean, I'm excited that I get to impersonate Dave.
You do. So I'd be like completely transparent and honest for a second.
Go for it.
I kind of expect you to be in a hat.
I really, really, really considered it for like a while.
When Maria in our mastermind takes it over when Dave can't be there and she like helps lead, she puts on a hat.
I'm so sorry.
Brad Hughes does as well. So, I mean, to say I'm disappointed would be
an understatement.
Pretty accurate, but no,
I'm
you're
sorry.
here. You are my better Dave, is what you are. So, and you're rocking the Teach Better shirt, and you were just showing me you just got some additional swag. So
can I show?
You can show. Yeah, let's show it off.
All right,
I have no other plans for this. So, so that's just a standard sweatshirt, right?
It is. This is like my winter wardrobe, so I'm real pumped about that.
Nice.
And then, in case it starts to get a little warmer, doubtful, but maybe, I've got a long sleeve tee.
That's like it's that one. That one's I haven't. That's a big the big old diamond in the middle there. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna see me from a ways away.
So. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Anyway.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Jeez.
We got some people in the comments though.
We got some people here. Carrie, what's going on? I love that. I just can hear Carrie say, "Oh, this is fun." Joe, who was on, was building the grid this morning. Was that this morning? My days are so off. Was that today?
That was.
I saw Joe this morning. Has it been 2 days? Joe was on this morning there, so good to see you, brother. Rebounding electric and do. I love when we're just kind of in the background and they're just got all kinds of stuff going on. So Michelle's still in her vacation mode. Nothing wrong with that. Eating a late lunch at. It's 5 o'clock here. That's really late.
4 o'clock here.
I think they call that dinner.
Well, I guess it depends on when you eat dinner.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Hi, Liv. And Joe saying when you turn that backwards, you turn into a Mack truck. Dave would know. Dave would know. Dave is on vacation. He's out.
I'm super jealous of Dave right now.
I'm jealous of Dave most of the time.
True. I mean, he's in really warm weather. So
yeah.
Hey, did you get the snow that we got yesterday? Did you guys get it?
We have just more. We have less snow. More. I mean, I guess technically it's snow, but like more just like some like ice, frosty type stuff. I mean, it's still 40. It's 43 today here, so it's all going away. But no, we didn't have a whole lot. You guys had a lot of snow.
North of us did. I'm right in the middle of Illinois. Hi, Ray. And we just had like rain. We just
we had sleety rain that formed into slushy ice type stuff. Yeah. Which we have very similar weather where we're at. So,
kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, it really is.
Mhm.
So it's the end of the year.
It
You
is.
go back next week, yes?
Yeah. Yep,
When do
Monday.
you go? You go back. You go back Monday.
I do.
Kids come back Monday too, or do you have a day or
Kids
two
come back
without?
Tuesday. Yep.
Like Tuesday. So you're right into it. So like, are
Mhm.
you still in like holiday break vacation mode? Are you starting to like worry? Is that creeping into your head, or is it now that I said that now I just ruined it all? Or
I'm gonna be honest, this was the first winter break where I intentionally did not create a school to-do list because I feel like most breaks, I set these big goals. I'm gonna make a new grid, I'm gonna do new seating charts, I'm gonna do all
Mhm.
the things, and then I spend the last like 4 or 5 days of break just being in a stress. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just rest and relax with my family. So I just kind of chalked it up as whatever gets done, and everything else can wait. And it's for people who know me and work with me, that is like so hard for me to do.
Yeah,
So yesterday I did, kids were watching a movie, so I kind of pulled out my plan book and just kind of started to map out what next week looks like. I have a student teacher this semester, and so I didn't want to do too much without like consulting with her. And so we're going to
sure,
talk
sure.
on Monday. But yeah, I just kind of started to like, I just was like, I need a reason to be excited to come back. Yes, obviously meeting, like seeing the kids again, but I'm like, they're gonna be tired just like I'm gonna be tired. So next week I'm just doing fun stuff. I'm just doing, you know, relationship
Just get
building. We're doing puzzles, like all kinds of just math things just to kind of get us back in the swing of things. And
just
then
getting back into it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
I think a lot of teachers do. Take advantage of the break and get some stuff done. They get caught up or ahead on planning or
yep,
whatever. Do some PD, and I think most of the time, I'm a huge advocate for that, and I push for that, and I think that's the way. This year, I'm like, no, 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 like
right.
all good. I'm so happy that that's where you went. Like, yes, take it. Like you need it. Not that you haven't needed other years, but like this year is just it's a whole nother story.
And
Um,
then I'm trying to be intentional too. Like I know some people, their resting break is they literally sit on the couch, read books and watch movies. But that's not really my style either. So I'm trying, we're cleaning the whole house, cleaning out closets, I'm food prepping, all the things because I like to go back to school with like the
that
day to
doesn't sound
day
like a
is
break.
easier. I know, but it is because on a random Tuesday, I can come
You
home.
gotta feel real good about that.
Yeah, rather than like I don't need 2 weeks to
So you're
stay on the
still utilizing. I mean, that's still utilizing. You're still utilizing that break to set yourself up so that when you go back, you're just in a better position. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just really it's like the school. I had to leave some stuff at school and I had to be okay with that just for my own kind of self.
that's
So,
okay.
for
It'll
those
be
of
the
you who are doing nothing, keep doing nothing.
yes. Keep doing nothing. I had a meeting earlier today with Amanda, and we came up with a whole bunch of stuff that we both need to do. None of
Mhm.
it that needs to happen soon. I'm like, and I told her I'm like just making sure like you don't need to do any of this right now. You can wait. And she's like, oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing anything. I'm
Yeah.
like, good,
Good.
good. You keep on your break. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. Um, so getting through the holidays. All right, you got do you do much for New Year's? Is there much on the agenda for what is that 2 days from now?
Yeah. Yeah,
This weekend?
usually we don't. Usually it's just kind of whatever happens here in our town, like our friends. But this year I'm super excited. I have cousins that live in Milwaukee,
Okay.
and they're inviting my sister and our family, and then there's three of them and their family and all their families. So there's going to be like 15 of us crashing at my cousin's house, and then all the older people, like I'm staying home with my kids, but they're all going to go to the Marquette basketball game on New Year's
Oh,
Day.
okay.
So
Wow.
so yeah, we actually have plans this year, which is weird. What about
That's
you?
exciting. Yeah, we used to do stuff. We don't do a whole lot. I was texting my neighbor across the street the other day because we just hadn't like run into each other for a while.
Mm,
And I was just checking in. I'm like, "He's doing all good, good." I'm like, "You guys got plans for New Year's?" He's like, "Yeah, we're coming to your house." I'm like, "Okay, I guess that's what we're doing for New Year's." So it just they'll come over with their two kids, and I think that we'll do we'll have a whole lot of food, and that'll be
mm.
it. And we will see if I can keep Amy up past the ball. Not usually. Usually it's some Adam Sandler movies, and she falls asleep, and I wake her up right before. But we'll see how it goes. The kids will be up, goofing around the whole night. But yeah, it's going to be pretty quiet. And then we're supposed to go out and see my parents on New Year's Day, so
Okay.
um that'll be, I guess, a little bit more exciting. I don't know.
Now, have you celebrated the holidays with your family yet, or will that be
So actually, so we already celebrated with my side of the family actually just before Christmas, and then her family on Christmas. And then actually some of my extended family on my parents' side, all those that are vaccinated and all set up, are coming up. And that'll be on New Year's Day. So I'll see a few of them that I haven't seen for a while. Some aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff. Just a couple of them though. Not a big group like we usually do. But
Okay. That's not
yeah,
bad.
so it's exciting,
Yeah.
So
No, I'm very interested. I don't know what's coming in the comments, but I'm interested because I feel like there are quite a few people that are going back to school on Monday or Tuesday. What are other people's New Year's plans? Because I know that was a conversation we had in our house was like, can we get back in town and like, get to school on Monday and kind of
sure. Especially with
So,
some of the especially if you're flying somewhere. I mean, that's a
yeah,
whole other ball game right now.
yeah.
With what's going on there. Yeah, I'd love to see in the comments just what you got going on. What are your New Year's plans? Are you just chilling out, not doing much? Do you have a lot of do you do big things with the family? Are you traveling and worried about getting back on time for school?
Yeah.
Love to hear that. I want to give a shout out to Joe. I already mentioned, but Joe and Chad were live this morning building a grid, and that's something we've been going on all week. Which we still have 2 more days, tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow is Karen Evans, and Friday is Marie McCumber. So been a really cool series to watch so far. With Chad on, I think the first 3 days, and Ray is the next 2 days. But shout out to you, Joe, for being vulnerable and transparent. Just put yourself out there today for everyone to see you go through that process. So it's been super cool. And I know, Katie, I don't think you've been able to see most of them because you're probably sleeping, hopefully, because it is pretty early. But you run the Good Method in your classroom.
I do. Yeah.
So you weren't spending all winter break building grids. So are your grids already together? Are you already ready to rock and roll when you get back, or will you do that next year next week during the fun stuff?
A little bit of both. So I
Okay.
have when we were remote last year, I really utilized my time to build all the grids that I still needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so last year was really just kind of building, and then this year is like kind of perfecting and tweaking. And
Yeah.
so I have, I think, one more that I still have to build that will be at the end of the year. And I actually am saving it because I want my student teacher to build it and me kind of walk her
Nice.
through that process so that she has that exposure. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I just have to go through and kind of, there's videos that you want to update or, like right before winter break, a kid was watching a video and he's like, "Hey, I think you have a cold in this video." Well, it was from like last year when I had no voice. And I was like, yeah, make note. I got to update that video. So, there's just
That's
little
good.
things. Yeah. So, but
Okay.
yeah, I do run the grid and I love it.
Now I'm guessing you won't be on grid the week we come back. You said you're really focusing on just kind of getting back in, getting reconnected and stuff. And then do your kids miss the grid? Do they ask for the grid when you're not on it? When you're not like,
Yes, it
does that happen? We
depends.
see that a lot. That's why I'm asking. I was just
Yes,
curious.
it kind of depends on what we're currently doing. So there's a couple units where they're really short and it wouldn't be super helpful to have a grid just because the grid would be like a couple squares. We just kind of hit on a standard and then keep moving. And so those I do in my head it's a grid, but it looks different to them. And those
Gotcha.
every once in a while they'll say like, "Well, this just looks like the grid. Why can't we just do the grid?" I'm like, "Well, we kind of are." But yeah, I do have kids who, if I try to teach something and try to do like old school, like, "Hey, I'm just going to teach today so that I can make sure everyone is, right where
By
we're
that
supposed
you mean lecturing.
to." Kind of, yeah, I hate that word, but yeah, kind of
I know,
that.
but the way you're saying that is one of the most common things we get from teachers when they first learn about it. It's like, well, when do I teach? I'm like, well, wait a minute, Katie. Like, you
Oh,
are teaching when you're running the grid. It's not
I mean lecture style. I just don't like the word. So
stand and deliver. Is that when
yes, there you go. Yeah,
you do whole group instruction?
there you go. Yes,
Whole group
whole group
instruction, which is
instruction.
yeah,
Every once in a while, I fold them in, and those are the days the
sure.
kids are like, "Can we do the grid? This is boring." I'm like, "Yeah, fine."
Well, we know a lot of teachers who do whole group instruction in as a piece of the grid all throughout. It's just
Yeah,
shorter than it's not all 45 minutes or whatever. But
exactly.
interesting. So when you speak, they're like, "Can we not do this?"
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a bunch of people telling us what they're doing here. Joe's got, let's see, pizza rolls and little smoke. Ooh, see, I'm probably gonna do some. I don't know if I might do pizza roll, but I'll probably do. We do party weenies, which
Oh,
I'll probably do with it's the ketchup and brown sugar and stuff. So we're
oh
doing
yeah,
pulled
sure.
pork. Let's see, over for dinner. We got
Nice.
going on. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, that's Andrea. Hi,
Oh,
Andrea.
hi, Andrew. Oh,
Oh,
man.
she's going. That's right. She's going to Nashville. Going to
No,
see.
she said she's not
Oh, they were
now.
supposed to. Oh no.
Man.
Did they because of flights? I'm guessing. Just because it's been.
Or just because of
Yeah.
everything.
Ooh, on a hike. That's cool.
Oh,
To
cool.
a
Yeah.
tree. Like, is it like a specific tree or just? Not. I'm interested.
And I'm interested in the pork sauerkraut and mashed potatoes.
What? You don't do pork sauerkraut mashed potatoes?
No, I mean, I would if
You have
other.
to eat pork and sauerkraut, or else you don't have good luck.
Wait, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but yeah, it used to be like you had to eat sour. Like that's I never liked sauerkraut, but my mom would always you have to have at least one piece of sauerkraut for good luck. I'm like, all right, pretty sure that's a lie. Just get kids to eat sauerkraut.
That's what I've been doing wrong my whole life.
Yeah, so that's where you're having trouble with
Yeah.
the stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah. So quiet family time. I like quiet family time.
Yeah.
Making tamales. That's cool.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know why your name's not working, Andrea. I think it's. Are you in the Andrea? Are you in the group? Or maybe
Yeah, mine
producers.
wasn't working last week either. Remember, I was the.
I like Michelle. Michelle's got goals. She's got goals. But to be fair, 9 o'clock her time would be. Oh no, it still won't be midnight, huh? Because you'll be 2 hours behind, so it still won't be midnight like at New York City. She's just like done at 9 though.
I will say there have been years that after the ball drops, like.
Do you watch? And this is like such an like a just a question out of ignorance. Like, do you watch the New York City ball drop at like
Are you
Eastern
asking?
time?
Are you
I'm asking
me
you as someone
personally?
who's in Central Time. Yeah.
Okay, but me personally is different than people that I'm with
Oh
because
no.
oftentimes I'm the person that's like, it's 11, get it on, but nobody
Because
because
everyone
they
else is like,
reshow
no,
it.
it's ours. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
Where
reshow
does
it.
yours drop? Like, is like the ball in like Des
There is
Moines,
no
Iowa, or something? Is
no,
that
there is
like
no ball. They
there
just
is no ball?
show it. They show New York every
They
hour.
just show it again.
Yeah. I just like I very much want to feel like
Do you ever do that and watch it like Central Time midnight? You're like, guys, it's just a rerun from last year.
oh,
Like,
every single year. Every year I'm like, this is dumb. It already happened.
it's already happened.
Right.
That's
I
interesting.
don't know. I just like watching all the things, all the concerts, watching to see what celebrity has drank too much by the time they're supposed to be on.
Typically
Like,
Jenny.
yep. I love all those things, but I'm not always around people who also enjoy them. So
Carved our initials into a tree 7 years ago, and as our family grows, so does our bank of initials. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. I'm gonna be looking for you. You should be sharing that pictures out. That's cool. That's
Absolutely.
neat. I love little things like that are like pretty simple but super
Mhm.
meaningful. Like your kids will remember that. And they'll probably carry that down to their kids and stuff. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a cool tradition.
Sarah's in here. The
ball
ball dropping is New Year's, no matter where you are.
That is so true, Sarah. Sarah gets it.
That's saying like when the New York ball drops, it's New Year's no matter what. That's what you're saying? Like that's New Year's? Okay, so just to be clear, what you have just admitted is that Eastern time is real time. And all of our arguments on our team where everyone in Central Time tries to claim that it's not, like the ball dropping is further proof that the world revolves around Eastern time.
I'm not agreeing to this.
Your New Year's celebration revolves around that. You just said the Central Time celebration is not real.
How do you know that it? I have nothing to say to this. Beth.
How do I know is because no one else drops a ball. Actually, I'm sure there's other balls that drop.
Right.
Yeah, but like everyone watches that one though.
I mean,
like if you're in like California, do you watch that? Like do you care? Like,
do you watch it
9 o'clock? Or you're like, yeah, New Year's, but it's not New Year. It's not the New Year yet.
You have to. Like, it's on every major network, so surely
you can watch Netflix.
Well, yeah, but like,
if you're just TV networks
on New Year's Eve.
I watched Netflix. I watched the movie New Year's Eve.
No.
New Year's Day.
Okay, mister, your time zone is the only time zone. Do you not watch the ball drop?
I watch ball drop, yeah. But it's actually, like when everybody celebrates it being midnight, it's actually midnight at like that time.
Oh, we don't like toast at your midnight. We just acknowledge it and I watch it and then we toast again.
And then you wait and do that. Okay. That's better. Since that's weird. Like you should celebrate at midnight when it's your midnight. Like
yeah, we do. But
you just watch the festivities. It's not about the actual celebration of.
Like, I feel as that
I feel
as
like you're
though
backtracking right now. I feel like this is not
no,
what you
no, no,
actually
no,
said.
no, no. I feel like
I think she's lying. You let me know in the comments if you think she's lying. I think
I'm
she's
not
lying now.
lying.
I think I caught her in a
Nope.
long overdue debate where I won, and now she's backtracking.
I like to watch the ball drop live, but that does not mean that's when I'm, like, toasting with champagne. There's a difference.
So what?
You
So okay. So you watch the ball drop, and then an hour later is when you
Yes.
celebrate. But
Yeah, because
what's happening? Like, are you
local networks will do stuff at
do
midnight.
something? So you
Yeah,
all focus on that. That's
yeah,
what you watch and stuff. And if you all gather around like an old school clock and like wait for it to like,
yeah.
ah,
Thank
interesting.
you, Andrea. Andrea gets it.
I know, and I know people who live in Central Time are typically confused. It's not your fault. It's
I mean, I get it, where people just think that the world revolves around them, it's fine.
uh I remember. Yeah. Anyway. Oh,
Okay, so New
it's
Year's, we've got
time
the
zones.
plans.
What's that?
We have New Year's plans figured out. What about resolutions?
I don't like resolutions.
Like, you don't do New Year's resolutions
No.
ever.
No, but I will admit, like, sorry, I don't, but I will admit, like, on typically on New Year's Eve, like right after ball drops, like my mind starts going that way. But like I don't because like I mean it's literally like every study that's ever been done has proven that they don't work. Like and my thing is like if today you're like, oh, New Year's I'm gonna set a goal of this, like then you're not gonna do it. You've already decided it's not worth it anyway. But if it works for you, then awesome. Like do
Do
it.
you if it was framed differently, how would you feel? Like, if people said, "I have a goal for 2022."
Well, for example, I did that last year, or that's been 2 years now, when I gave up whatever, when I gave up fried food. Like I
Mhm.
made the decision on like the 18th or 19th of December, and I think I actually had a conversation with Ray live, maybe, or maybe I don't know who it was with, about how I'm like, yeah, I can. Why would I wait till January 1st if I've made that decision already and it's a goal that I want to accomplish? I'm going to start today.
Okay. But what if you're in the mindset of, like, "I will likely give up that goal because I'm gonna be, like, celebrating the holidays and eating out more." Sometimes I feel like that is the mindset. Like, people really have the goal
I
maybe in
know, but my
December.
thing is like my thing is yes, that might be true, but what you've done right there is you've already admitted that you're not going to be able to keep the goal because the fact that
Maybe.
it's Christmas was going to ruin it for you. Then you're not gonna make it through Valentine's Day, or you're
I
not.
disagree because that's a shorter time frame. Like, think about when you start a goal, think about hear me out.
But the very first, before you even started, before you even hit day one, you've already made an exception to what you're trying to do. Like you've already admitted, I
Is it an
can't do
exception
this.
or a reality?
It's a you made an exception. It might be your reality, but like you're
Okay, I
making it.
disagree. Here's why.
You're
If I
making
say
that
I'm gonna work out
choice.
every single day on December 20th,
Uh
I
huh.
know likely on the 25th, I'm not gonna get a workout in because I'm
Why
not gonna
not?
be at home. Because I'm not gonna be at my own home.
But you could find a way to get a
Okay,
workout in
you
that
could,
night.
but, like,
That
that's only
and
5
that's my
days.
reason. But that's just for me. That doesn't mean it's the right way for
Right, but I'm
you to.
saying 5 days into a goal is harder to stick with versus 2 months into a goal. Like, I think
Yeah, for me, it's if I say today and I don't do it later, if I don't start it today, then I probably won't. I'm much less likely to start.
I agree.
And I'm also for me though, and again, this is just me. Like this doesn't mean it works for everyone, and
Mhm.
New Year's resolutions work for a lot of people. Like just not for me because mine is also if I do the thing where if my God, it's the 20th, I'm going to give up on Christmas. The way I think is like no, I have to do it now so that I do it through Christmas because then I'll actually do it. Um,
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I remember having a conversation with Chad actually, and Chad when Chad had decided to go keto and start working out, it was like 2
Mhm.
days before he went on vacation. And
Oh,
he's
geez.
like, "Oh, I should wait till I go on vacation." He said, "No, actually, I should do it now because if I can do it on vacation, I can do it easily when I get home." And
Yeah, that's
that's how
true.
I do that. So
That's true.
the fact is like resolutions are goals. Like so
I agree. I think
my
that's what but I think the idea is, like, the resolution is, like, feels so much more, like, not permanent, but, like, "Okay, this started on January 1st, I have to stick with it." Versus goals, it's like, "This is something
but
I'm working towards."
I think the problem I think what happens is that it became a thing to do it on New Year's, which means so many people do it because it's New Year's,
Right.
not because they actually want to do it. And I think that's probably why I have the negative
Mhm.
stigma in my head about it. And again, it's because it's never worked for me, so I don't
Right,
do that.
same. Mhm.
But I'm also weird because I do like the whole weird, like how I cut things out because that's how
Mhm.
that stuff works for me. So you got to figure out what works for you. But I don't do resolutions. Do you do? I mean, do you lay
No,
out?
for many of the same reasons you said. I think I have always kinda looked at it as, like, I have a goal. When I was younger, yeah, I would say, like, "I'm gonna do this every day," but it would be, on the 7th of January, I would accidentally skip a day, and it's like, well, now the whole resolution's
Well, and
lost.
that's what like Carrie said. Don't
Yep.
like it's, and that's why you can't make it all or nothing. Actually,
Nope.
that's why like I did the cutting out where like people are so weird because when I started at first, I was cutting out fried food, but it was like I had very specific fried foods. It
Mhm.
was like just fried chicken, fried, French. It was fried. It was basically everything that was deep fried, other than French fries. Or no, actually, I did French fries,
Okay.
but it was so like chips. Chips didn't count, even though they are deep fried.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm like no, like I'm thinking like fried stuff that gets dumped in a like serves me right after out of
Okay.
the grease, like at a fast food restaurant. Because
Yeah.
those are the things that I was having trouble being having any kind of self
Mhm.
control around. And it was always weird for everyone. And they're like, oh, well, like because I had cut out what I cut out first. I cut out cupcakes and cookies,
Mhm.
but I could still eat brownies and cake. And they're like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Yeah, because then my cheat's built in, and it's not a cheat." Because that drives me nuts. When people are like, I don't eat this except for on Saturdays. I'm like, well, then you do eat that. You haven't actually cut that out. You like that's
I don't
like
know. I think it's
well, no. If they're like, oh, if I do this, then I get a cheat day. I'm like, well, then you're doing it for the cheat day, not for
yes,
the thing.
totally
But
agree.
if you build in the cheat, and again, this is just me. Doesn't mean it works
Mhm.
for everyone. But for me, it was like I can't do that. I had to go, okay, my cheat's built in, which means I can't have cookies and that, but
Mhm.
I can have brownies. The thing for me is like we had cookies in the house a lot. We have cupcakes in the house a lot. We almost never have brownies in the house. We very rarely have cake. But then if I go to like a family get together or whatever, I don't eat the cookies and ruin it because there's
Mhm.
cake.
Yeah.
Like that's how my mind works. So like, so again, it's figuring out like what works for you. But like I
Yeah.
can't go all or nothing. Like Chad went all or nothing. Like you went 100%, and I can't do that. Like that's why diets typically don't work.
Right.
Is
Right.
because you're trying to go from 0 to a million. But if you cut little things, like for me, cutting brownies out was easy because I was already not eating cookies or cupcakes. So like, which
Okay.
one? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
because of that, I stopped eating that stuff and I was eating better choices instead. So instead of when I was craving cookies, I had a chocolate rice cake instead.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like so, versus if you cut like all sugar, and then you're like, oh, I can't have anything to feed that. Or if you
Right.
just trickle it down. So to Carrie's point, I think just do
Yeah.
it like she said, doing something more or less better. Same thing working out. People are like, I'm gonna go from nothing to working out 7 days a week. I'm like, no, you're not. Like that's really unlikely gonna happen. It might. That's really unlikely. But if you have a goal for having it twice a week,
Yeah.
and then after a few months you move that up to 3 or 4, and then eventually
Right.
7 days actually is completely doable. So
And then you start to want it. Like, you start to want the
yeah,
workouts because you
yeah,
start to get in that mindset. I feel
yeah.
like for me, it was a mind shift during COVID. That was, like, kind of we had just found out schools were not going back, and I was like, "Okay, we have time." Like, we've never had this much time in our house, and
Yeah.
so we are taking advantage of it, and I was like, I wanna work out, I want to eat better, like, I'm just because all the excuses were gone. That was for me, it was like, "Well, I'm convenient eating, I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to do this," and it was
Hmm.
like all that was gone, and, I felt like, honestly, that was really helpful, is just I was like, "Well, I've got 30 minutes to kill because I'm gonna be in this house for the next 4 weeks."
6 months.
Yeah,
I think a
exactly.
lot of people, other people took it the other way though. They're like the excuse for doing it was because we're in a global pandemic and it sucks. So I'm
Oh,
gonna eat
absolutely.
everything I want. And
I literally think my husband Matt was like, "You're insane," because every day I'd be like, "Okay, what's our goal for today?" And he's like, "Katie, like, still
that
a
would be really
pandemic."
annoying. I'm just
I'm
if
just telling you, our house was so clean, we had never
every
been
morning
out
when
there.
Matt wakes up, you're just standing there and by the bed with a notepad. What's our goal for today?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
you should
No,
have
no,
seen
no. I need you to say I will.
Mhm.
Well, we're a team, sweetie. We will.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, literally, we had one day we could go clean like, get stuff out of our classroom to do remote learning,
Hmm.
and I grabbed this big whiteboard that was, like, on wheels so that I could teach, and I brought it home, and of course, I, like, am getting it ready for my classes, but then it spins, and so what did the other side turn into? The Miglin
The
family
goals.
to-do list, yep. So then it was weird because then when school came back in August, I took it out, and I was like, "Well, where's our to-do list? And Matt's like, oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'm sure
I
you'll
love this because this came in before you said it.
Yes.
We
No,
don't have a giant whiteboard. We don't have family goals.
it was great.
That's fun. So no resolutions.
No, I mean, just always getting better at things, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else is going on? So this is gonna be a slightly shorter brain break because I actually have to get ready to go get my booster. So we're gonna cut it a little bit shorter. But
Booster.
yeah, I'm gonna go get boosted. I mean, like,
Have you been drinking today? Not like cheers, but have you had like your Gatorade, your water?
yeah, why?
That's supposed to help. You're supposed to be
Oh
like,
yeah, we'll see what happens.
okay, Matt. That's exactly what my husband did. He's like,
I'm just happy. Like when I got my initial vaccine, I had to drive like an hour, 10 minutes both ways. This one's literally like 3 minutes down the road. I'm like, that's nice that they have it close. So
yeah.
Andrea, thanks for getting me all worried. Oh, you had no side effects. Oh, thank you. Yes. I thought she said I had side effects. I hope you. Jeez.
I was like,
I didn't have any after the vaccine. My arm was really sore, but we were talking about that before, Katie and I. Like I didn't have, so we'll see. So everyone that I know, like in my family, everyone has had side effects from the booster, except my 93-year-old grandmother, who's apparently just a rock star.
What do they have?
I don't know. I think they were all just whining.
No. Do they have Moderna or Pfizer? Do you think that matters?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't ask that far.
Oh, there you go. Andrea has a good suggestion for you.
So like drink wine. Okay. Yeah, you did drink. She went from a meeting with us or whatever, which we were drinking wine in apparently. We'll go there. We won't go there. She always is. There's a problem.
Cheers, Andrea. Let's hope you're drinking now. I was all pumped. I got my workout in. I got ready and I was like, oh, Jeff's gonna have a drink. Nope.
No. I don't think I should.
I had a margarita before and after mine, and I was okay.
Oh, maybe I should have a margarita first. I don't know. We'll see. So
tequila kills things.
We'll get there. Yes. Anyway, so I wanted to mention. Let's see. We already mentioned that the Build a Grid is going on. So we got 2 more days, and also that's in every day. The videos getting added to the free course in the academy that houses all 5 of those.
Obviously, when do we think that's going to be totally available?
It's available. It's out right now. You can get in.
It's getting uploaded every day.
So it's there. I mean, you can always go to the YouTube channel. It's got its own YouTube playlist and stuff too. So it's there. And then Daily Drop will be back next week, as it should be. So that's exciting. What else is going on?
Oh, I don't know. I think you just had some big course come out.
We had a course come out recently. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's been almost 2 weeks now since it came out, huh?
Oh, really?
Yes, you're right. When did it come out?
I don't know. Both of you.
Yeah, it was like the 15th. It was like the 15th or something.
I mean, we struggled to know what day it was today, so I don't know that we're the best.
That's true. I was thinking it was Thursday, but it was increasing your impact, writing a book to share your story. So that's out.
Okay.
And then we got a really great course coming in January. I'm not saying what it is because I don't know if we're promoting it yet. But that's exciting.
Yeah,
we have some conference news coming soon, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that. What else is going on?
We've got some other big announcements.
Like what?
Some things that are happening.
Some other stuff going on. Another big event coming soon. So that's exciting.
I'm not going to be Dave and ruin it. I will take the hat, but I will not take the.
That's good. I appreciate that a lot. The conference is still there. You can still register and get early bird pricing, $100 off. That's really big. Don't worry. Information on proposals will come soon. Stuff's already out, so they've got a little bit before those open. So more and more coming there. So just keep paying attention. But I would suggest getting the early bird pricing now. There's a letter there that you can share with your administration to ask permission and get funded if you needed. They can also get discount tickets if they order bulk tickets. So that's something to think about too. So a lot of fun stuff going on. The swag that Katie was showing off earlier, teachbetterswag.com. So that's still up. Some of the holiday stuff is still up. That's not down just yet. What else? Anything else exciting going on?
Did anybody get anyone that's watching right now? Did anyone get registration for a Christmas present? Because that would be awesome.
That would have been a good Christmas present. I did see quite a few people ordering and sharing also that they got new swag.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I'd love to hear if anybody got a registration purchased for you. And if you haven't, maybe nudge your spouse.
Yeah, like, hey.
It's a good idea. So anyway, excited about that. So
Yeah,
I'm
me
trying to
too.
think what else.
I just feel like January there's gonna be a lot coming out, and
There
I
is. There's a
am
lot. Yeah, I'm
stoked.
bumped. So it's funny. I was thinking. Was it yesterday? It was a couple last week. Sometime I was talking to. It was Dave, Chad, and Ray, and we were trying to find another date for to meet the four of us. And I'm like, well, let's look at the first week of January because like school's not back, and you guys probably aren't. Oh, never mind. They're all on the road next week. So we're like back at it next week, right at
That's
it. So
crazy.
visiting classrooms and connecting with teachers and stuff. So the year's getting off started well. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. Super excited. Yeah. Anything
Yes.
else? Because I'm gonna go. I gotta get ready. I gotta get the kids and get back so that I can go get protected.
I can't think of anything. I say
I'm
just
going.
keep
I'm going left
sharing.
arm. Should I go left arm? That's what I went last time. Should I go left again? I'm gonna go left because I'm right. I
I
right
did
with my
right.
right.
I did right.
That's my dominant.
Yeah, I felt like it was
I had
good,
a lot of pain last time, so I think I want to keep it
but that's
there.
probably because you don't use it as often. Try the right.
Okay, maybe I will.
That's where I always get all my flu shots because then
Okay.
you move it more.
All right.
Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed, so I'll do it, and I don't know. I'll let them choose.
Oh,
I'm
I
going to
tried to
spin
do
the
that. They
bottle.
wouldn't do
I'm going to
it.
leave it up to them. They are the health professionals.
Okay,
Anyway,
let us know.
appreciate you all. Make sure you catch Building the Grid tomorrow and Friday, and DDI Daily Dropping back next week. Appreciate you all. Katie, thanks for joining me and having fun. I'm sorry it was shorter. I should have told you that beforehand. I didn't mean to shock you with that and ruin your
Okay, I'll
night.
just sit and drink.
Enjoy your wine. Say hi to Matt for me.
Will do.
Everyone, please continue enjoying your break. If you're not doing anything, keep not doing anything. Have a beautiful, amazing New Year's celebration. Don't do anything that Katie wouldn't do. We appreciate you. Continue reaching out if you need anything at all. And I guess Katie and I will see you next year. See you guys.